Welcome to Blacklisted MX. We got Jalen Roy on the show today, man. How you doing today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you taking your time out and coming with us on the show today, man. We always like to give thanks for that, first of all.
No problem. No problem.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Where you from and what class you're riding? Let's get
Um,
into the grid of everything.
um, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I am from born and raised in West Palm Beach, Florida, which is 30 minutes where I live, Coconut Creek. I attend school at Monarch High School. Um, Classes I race is 125C and 250B.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Pretty much it. Um, I just got off the actual 125 myself. Just
Okay.
transitioned over to a Honda 250. So big change for me.
You're a pretty tall kid, right, man? I know you were on 85s for a while, and you looked like you were a little bit
Mm-hmm.
overdue for 125, and you got on. How long were you on the 125 for?
Ooh, that about because I started. You know, I did on the 100 for about 2 years and a half. Got off
Okay.
that one, three races on the 100. Actually, I started racing on the 85.
Mm-hmm.
I started like riding in general on the 85. Um, so I was on the 125 for about 4.5 years.
Okay.
Four and
So
a
you've
half
been
years.
riding for a while. How long you been riding total?
Ooh, so my guys say 5 years tops.
Okay. Okay.
So
You're still young. You
about
still
a
got a lot of
while
time.
now.
Yeah, you got a little time
Yeah.
under your belt as well. That's good. So now you went from a 125 to a 250, huh? 254 stroke.
Yes. Yes.
And have you ridden?
My
I
dad,
see
he
you
was
post.
he was kind of. Oh, sorry about that. So my dad, he was kind of on that shooken up side. Like, why would you go to a 250 straight from like a two show? You should have went to a two show 250. I just told him like straight up. I just want a lot of power. It's not
Mhm.
that I don't like the two shows, but they just so much to deal with the two shows. It's just a lot.
As far as being competitive, of course, the 250 have a lot more torque than anything, and so they kind of like plow where like a two stroke is a carver to me.
Yeah.
And you got your plus and minuses between both bikes. They both are highly competitive. I remember when I was racing, I would line up on the guys against four strokes all the time, and I would still beat them. And it was a skill level at the same time as well. So you can still be competitive on a 125 just as you are on a 250F. You know what I mean, or any
Hmm.
250 that's out there. So so how did you get into riding? Did was your dad or your parents started riding? What got you
Um.
into riding?
Well, to be honest, I tried a lot of different sports growing up. Like I tried soccer, basketball, football. Really got me into it. I remember I went to football practice, tackle. I wasn't really, uh, I wouldn't say I'm not really into a lot of football that much.
Okay.
So I wasn't really grappling it, getting tackled and stuff. I was still like 6, 7 years old getting tackled. So I just kind of like just quit it a little bit. So a month later after when I got away from football, my parents, we was riding in a car. We was talking about different sports and stuff to try out. So my dad said motocross. Just look that up. So my mom looked it up or whatever. So she saw images of it. So I told her, yeah, that's what I want to do. Let me try it out. So we were just calling around dealerships. So a good friend of mine, he had actually his cousin had a little 85 that was sitting in the garage or whatever, just sitting there. So we picked that up and we just took it to like a random field and let me try it out. That's basically how it started.
That's how you fall in love, man. It's one of those
Yeah.
sports, man. Once you get on that bike, man, it's hard to stay off of it. So your parents never rode at all.
Oh, my dad, he rode with his friends in Daytona Beach. So he started riding, actually, he rode all the older bikes, like I think he said he rode a CR 250, and I think it was an 80 he rode, he said.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But I got off of him. So,
Yeah. So have you? I mean, with you being in Florida, you got all the prime tracks out there, man. You got a lot of big racing going on out in Florida. Do you happen to race any of the major races out there? Have you done any mini O's or anything like that?
Um, I was on a 125. I was planning on going to Minios this year. Then that whole scenario of re going to South Carolina and it broke down. I was like, no, there's no point
Mm-hmm.
of going. I races the outdoor. It's a Florida I-4 series. It's like a mini Gold Cup series.
Okay.
They stack down triple crowns points. So when our race schedule get out, that's when I'm going to start, grinding in the fitness and start putting in the work. Try to give me some more, wins and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly, I'm not really going for the wins. I'm mainly trying to figure out, the 250 itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So yeah, you got a lot of time left on, man. You got to figure it out because these guys at your age right now are you've been racing for a while. These guys are
yeah,
blazing fast, and they've been on four strokes for some time now. So you just got a little catching up. If you got some skill
mm,
level, you can pick it up pretty quick. Just take your time
yes,
doing it. Um, so do you plan on what is your goals with motocross? Is this something that you want to do for a long period of time? You plan on turning pro?
yes. I'm planning on turning pro. Like when I started out, I was around 7. So about when I got around, let's say 10, 11, 12 years old, I was like, I just want to turn pro in this. So I told my mom I was gonna just you know, try to get me like a quick sponsor and stuff, and try to go to Loretta's because that's
Okay.
my dream goal, just to go to Loretta's.
Okay.
I don't care even one time just to go there. One
Hmm.
time and I just don't make it for the rest of the years. I just go just to be proud of myself.
Yeah, Loretta Lynn's is one of those hard races because you gotta. I mean, nothing but fast guys are at Loretta's. You got to do your
Yeah,
aerial qualifier. You got to do your regional qualifiers, and even when you get to Loretta's, you got to qualify against those guys who qualified at those other places. So that's a
yeah,
stacked group of competition, and mainly everybody there is fast. If I can give you any more advice, if you get a chance, jump into riding school. Jump into a riding clinic where you have like a lot of pro guys who teach technique and form, and that'll help you develop
mm,
speed. Don't always worry about trying to be fast. That comes in
mm.
time. Just worry about having the right technique and form, and it'll help you develop speed even faster.
I'm training with a trainer that trains my friend. He races Lucas Oil Pro Motocross.
Okay.
So him and my other friend, they train, and so they're supposed to be taking me out. You know, training with them this weekend on Saturday or Friday at a track, local track here.
Okay.
So,
That's always good. And if you got buddies who are faster than you, of course, it's always the cat and mouse thing. You know what I mean? Always
hmm
trying to catch those guys who are getting away from you, and it helps you push yourself as well. So, that's good, man. And your parents support you 100%. I take it because they went out and bought you a bike, and they decided you like motocross, so they went out and support you. That's a good thing to always have your parents being supportive as well at the same time as you're riding and racing. Because I know Florida, man, you can probably get pulled in so many different directions out there. You see a lot of guys out there riding on the streets. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but you'll have way more fun on a track than you were just doing wheelies up and down the street.